Hey peeps, it's a good thing I'm off sick today instead of coughing all over you. I don't want you to get this cold, it's pretty bad. Anyway, short story long, got some really cool things to show you in Illustrator today. Like I said before, there's a lot of things I haven't shown you yet. So here I have just a shape, okay, and here I have some type, and I'm going to do a really cool thing with it. I'm going to select both of the shape and the type. I drew the circle last, so it's on top. Always important to have an object that's on top. I'm going to go down here under Object. I'm going to do Envelope Distort, which is really cool. As what it does is it distorts one object with another object. So make with top object. So of course the last object I drew was the circle. So when I do this, the Muskoka words goes straight in, and envelope distorts goes right into it. That's kind of cool. The next thing I can do is I can go under my object menu again to envelope distort, and I can make with a warp. And here's my warp options, and so I've got hit the preview button on there so you can see what happens. Got a whole bunch of different warp options on here, and then you can decide exactly how warpy you want it to be, which way you want the bend to go, and then you can also play with horizontal and vertical distortion. So you can go one way or another, and excuse me, vertical distortion like that. So that's kind of cool. Another really cool part about this, let's say I go to flag, there we go, and I make it kind of wavy. Very cool. And say OK to that, is if I put it on the white open arrow, you'll notice that these little divisions here are the container that is warping the information, which means I can adjust it with little handles and anchor points already on there. So I can really mess it up, make it fit and conform to just about any kind of shape that I want. So that's kind of funky. The next thing I want to do is show you another little window. Here I have a yellow circle and a blue circle on top. If I go under my window, I go down to something called transparency, and I pick that up. This allows me to actually make something semi-transparent. So with the blue one selected, I can drop the opacity of it, and now you can see through it, which is kind of funky. And you get the regular mix. Anybody who has some experience with Photoshop will also notice that there are the Photoshop modes here: darken, multiply, screen, cover overlay, etc., etc. One of the other cool ones I want to show you today is here I have a big circle, and on our toolbar we have a mesh tool. So when I go on the mesh tool, I can actually take this and I can click. Wherever I click inside the object that's highlighted, it will add an extra anchor point and lines going to that anchor point from the surface. So this is like that on the interior. Now I can control the color of any of these nodes simply by selecting it with the white arrow. There it is, green, okay, and I'm going to make it yellow instead. So now it is yellow at that point, and then it automatically blends outward to the green that surrounds it. So if I select another color, let's say I make that blue, so there's the blue blending out and making it. Now if I can select more than one, holding the shift key down, selecting more than one of those, and I'm going to make that red. I'm going to make that red. There we go. So now those nodes, so now you can actually really work the shading within an object all the way around. On the outside we have nodes as well, so I could go in and select those particular nodes as well. Right on the edge, I'll make those red as well, so it goes red right out to that particular edge. So you can really get funky with shading on that in terms of gradients within an object, which is way cool.